Hey there, and welcome back to Trainwreck, an educational monster train series where you watch me struggle at around 200 Pact Shards. I had a little bit of time this morning before work to try to get another episode in. I contemplated doing a curse seed instead because, well, that just sounded entertaining, but I think that this is going to be more straightforward. So let's get in on it, right? I'm trying to make this work before what is it, like a 10 a.m. meeting, and it's currently 8:30. I think I can do this in half an hour, half an hour. Whew, that would be tough. An hour and a half is what I meant to say. Anyway, let's get in on it. So our previous run was a Windleton run that was very strange. It was the ultimate Crucible Collector run where he 1v1 God. This was a very interesting one where I had put it's one of the things that I don't think about as often as maybe I should, but I hit a very high level steel slate. I mean, it was Trainwreck, right? So he had like 8 spikes, and I also had Trample on Windleton, who only had 30 hit points. And ultimately, this meant that no matter how I finagled the floor, we would clear the floor and then walk into Relentless with our front line intact, but Windleton would pass away. That's not great. Steel Slate ultimately kind of spelled doom because Trample interacts positively with Sweep, right? You trample around to the front, but all of it is considered attack damage. And what that means is that all of that damage triggers spikes. So he ended up getting hit with like 30 something health of spikes, and he just simply didn't have that much max hit points. So ultimately he passed away. This meant that Crucible Collector rather, Mr. Lifesteal Buddy, who was pretty juiced, had to 1v1 God in Relentless, and I wasn't sure if it would work, but with just a little bit of help and hope, he did it. He was using, what did he have? He had 6 damage shield for his upgrades and a Hermit infusion, which is very strange, but I just needed him durable enough to not die, and he got there. It's kind of crazy, so anyway, very strange. I've always had problems with this line, in particular in Trainwreck. It's a line that's very consistent into normal runs at 100 shards, but it's the case of Windleton's stats are too low, so he ramps a little too slow. He doesn't have enough health to take those spikes waves that sometimes come up. If you have things that augment his damage via things like trample, he can get punished a bit, and the front line is just flimsy enough that it usually doesn't make it unless you can high roll. And I pretty much think that I think crazy Shroud Spike turns were necessary to get here. So anyway, something I'm always leery about it in Trainwreck is just how do I handle that situation? So because it's a very important line when you get Umbra with Windleton, right? You have to be able to use those front lines for him. That's just one of the strategies. So at 100 shards, it's not a problem. You can just play that normally, and it's not bad. Steel Slate doesn't have 8 spikes and 9 million hit points. I think he's over like 1,000 life at that point, and you're not punching into him repeatedly, and you can get away with it. So I don't know. Anyway, we did win, so that's what matters. And now we're doing Soul Guard, my favorite guy. We're back at him again. Cool. I will go ahead and get started. So as always, do like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I don't know, I guess I'm not looking for a hard one, but it doesn't need to be an easy one, right? I'm not looking for double incant out the gate insta win, but I would like one that I at least can push forward with and don't have to spend too much time thinking of. I'd like to make it to my meeting and not have to pause this in the middle of recording and come back in 8 hours. So that's where we're at. It wouldn't bother you all that much, but it would certainly mess me up. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing okay. Today we are Exile, Stygian, Default Wurmkin. It's a good clan combo. Always happy to see it. There's a lot of ways to make both Cold Channel and Titan Channel work here. We're facing Double Barrel Daedalus, Curse Fell, and Chase Seraph. Fine. Mollusk Mage, Bounding Echoes, and Unnamed Tome. All of these except for Mollusk Mage are fine. Mollusk Mage is doing literally nothing in this. He's going to get thrown away, and I'm going to remove him from the run. One of the tragedies of Foregone Power not doing magic damage is that stuff that buffs magic power in clan is just literally useless. Totally outrageous. Can't believe that they thought that was okay. But anyway, let's see. Temples today are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 5 temples, all in the back. That's excellent. I'll take it. That's good for a 200 shard run, so I'll be able to play kind of fast and loose with when I need the shards and what I can want to do with them. I don't actually have to take literally everything, which is nice. We have a removal dupe magic side on 8, which is strong. A good trinket shop with removals and a horde on 7, competing with kind of a weak steel shop, but you never know what you need. It also does have a cave, so it can't be that bad. A good magic shop on 6 has removals, competes with a dupe that has a relic. Good steel on 5, good okay steel on 4 with a Wurmkin banner. Competes with a removal dupe, but more likely I'm going to need the shop here. Pretty good spread late. There's no steel on 6, but we get steals pretty much everywhere else, which means the early game is nothing fancy. Yeah, we get double magics, but that's okay. Steel shop on 2 has Stygian banner. Only Stygian banners early, which is interesting. That's not a problem. It means I'm going to be looking for a siren line or something, so fair enough. Nothing crazy there. Cleansing water, wing clippings, all of these are kind of garbage. I'm going to just take cleansing water because it might do something productive. Wing clippings is okay, but I don't really want bounding echoes coming back, stuff like that. This isn't diligent, so it's not a big deal. Cold channel. Okay, I guess I'm taking it because I'm not clicking dire channel. I have the tools to take this horde, so I'll take it. Forever Flame, Kinstone Totem, or Volatile Gauge. It's going to be Forever Flame here. This makes playing out those stupid Mollusk Mages and stuff much more feasible, which is at least something. I should be able to clear spikes. My goal here is kill all backlines and have Dire Channel eat the mid to front line stuff. Incant things, basically kill guys that have spikes, deal damage, good. Cool. Wow, the one turn where I don't actually have the ability to get the collector. Rough. Well, we'll do our best, I suppose. I do desperately need to kill that foot soldier on bottom, so let's work on this floor. Okay, fracture, good. I need to put one more frostbite up there, or down here rather. So we play it because I have to. We play upstairs. I'm going to take 3 to the pyre, and that'll just have to be okay. Mollusk Mage can come chill upstairs, actually. This works out for me. We clear the floor, which is excellent news. Put a Train Steward down. We can frostbite once in the back, once in the front. We get through this combat only taking 3, and that wasn't even from the spikes, so that's good to me. Cool. I'm fine with that. Yeah, we put 57 into this boss, no problem. We easily kill him because we have this up here. This being Soul Guard. He does enough. It's enough frostbite that we can push this all the way through. Cool. Alright, no problems. Purple Titan's Gratitude, but I think I'm going to take the Offering Token, actually. It's a shame it's not purple, but it is a good incant, so I'll grab it. It's better than the Titan's Gratitude there. And I'm going to take this Echo Infusion. Again, shame that it's not purple, but this is really good for Soul Guard. I am forced down a cold channel path, so I like it a lot. I need a banner unit. A lot of these early decisions are kind of made for me. Whoa, multi-strike incant armor too. Nameless Siren it is. We will happily snag that real quick. Very good. Now, I will need a defensive infusion here because reasons. Full upgrades, that's great. I'm going to take this money. I do think it's worthwhile. We'll move on. I like that. That's nice. Looking for an infusion. We'll take it. That aggressive amulet is scary, but I think we can get through this without too much concern. Okay. Our plan here is drop them all in. Bounding Echoes. I will put down a Mollusk Mage, I guess. I'm going to hold the Unnamed Tome for maybe next turn. It's likely I put it on... What is it? This Overcharged Apprentice. I do not have access to the Collector. This guy got upgraded. I don't... You know, I don't really want the Collector to get silenced because then he doesn't go away and he blocks foregone powers on the next floor. But... I also can't afford to let this unnamed tome not trigger here. Interesting. I want to gamble a foregone power on this, but I can't afford to let the unnamed tome not get played. So I guess we do this. It's unfortunate to have to silence him like that, but it was never going to get him played out anyway. Yeah, of course it hits the other guy. Fine. We at least plug 5. Okay, that collector is now an annoyance, but it's not a big deal. Draw past stuff. Do our absolute best here. We actually clear the floor. Very impressive. We're probably losing... Yeah, we are losing Soul Guard. But I let this floor sit. I guess I can actually... I can incant something. We need to kill Big Reap, or rather the Foot Soldier on bottom. I can do 1, 2 upstairs, because it still prevents me from taking the 9 into the Siren here, and that will do. This does unfortunately mean Soul Guard passes away, but it could be worse. We'll just load up the boss and hope for the best. That Frostbite will do huge work here. So, okay, fair enough. Just draw cards, and I think we make it through without too much concern. The fact that it's a Rage Siren with armor, we're easily going to plug through this. Plus, we have some good Frostbite, so... Alright, we take nothing, we get the Trial. We do miss the Collector, it's unfortunate. Purple Frenzied Swarm. That is a way you keep a floor alive. We should click it. It's very annoying with foregone power, but we can build our deck around it. I mean, Purple Echo Infusion, I will take that. That is really good. Shard Soul Carver. That's a good defensive line with good offensive scaling and everything. I can use that, right? The challenge will, of course, be jamming my floor together, but it's probably the best infusion I'm going to see here. Is it? It's a really good one, but not much better in Stygian, right? This does mean I only get 2 on the floor, or 1 on the floor with Cold Channel, but if I can make this work, that's actually okay. I'm gonna take this. It's, you know, the classic here is 2 Sirens with multi-strike behind Soul Guard, but this still works, right? A 3-spacer behind a 2, and then I just take card draw and hunt for these Echo Infusions, and we lean in on Soul Guard to the best of our ability. I do think going left is correct. We'll go, because Magic Shop and various other values here, but as you can see, a holdover. Grab this Horde. Dinner Salve does make Bell free, basically. It's never Titan's Claws here. Sinner Salve makes, yeah. I think it's gotta be Lost Luggage, though. I have a lot of 0-costers. This could work out really well in my favor. I think we go Lost Luggage. The Stygian banner says, Siren of the Sea. Get some scaling that way. It's an option. I actually think I'm gonna have to be very careful, because if I do Soul Guard on floor with this Frenzied Swarm, that's gonna be a problem, right? Because he doesn't ever proc his revenge triggers. Although I could potentially put Reap on him just to trigger it once, which is kind of funny. You can completely get away with that. Proc some damage on your buddy and then just let it sit. 2 Reap is not too bad as long as you avoid overstacking on Echoes too hard. We will, of course, do that, but I'll have to spend some of them with extracts. Siren of the Sea here results in the more normal floor. It's slow to ramp, which makes me very concerned. I only walk into the top floor Divinity with 10 health. Not great. Carver gives me 25, which I like. I also like the fact that I already have the Carver. I'm going to skip this. I think we're okay with that. It's tricky. Let's not invest too hard in the Frenzied Swarm here. Let's make some other cards free. I think that's worthwhile. And then let's re-roll this. Holdover is affordable. I'm just going to hold over the Echo Infusion here. That's purple. This is nuts. It's the best card in my deck right now. Yeah, totally. Look at the caverns here. Ah, Wingmaker. Oh, actually, we just do nothing and we Hef's Consolation, the Nameless Siren down to 1 space, and then Carver makes it 2 space again, and now we actually have our normal floor. You know, sometimes this happens. Sometimes you just hit, and we're okay with that. It's a great setup. Now I just need to survive to actually get this infusion, and that should be very easy. You could argue, well, hey, what if I had just taken Wingmaker and given it a holdover instead? 1, I actually think the holdover on the Echo Infusion is stronger. 2, you're not guaranteed to see the +30 you want to put in Wingmaker. 3, you can't assemble your floor with Wingmaker's space unless enemies are there to pass away, which is itself a challenge. So, things to watch out for. I could put something on this floor. Putting down double Mollusk Mages seems better than... Yeah, okay. We'll at least get the Train Steward out. I'm definitely YOLOing a Foregone Power. Of course it hits the only thing that gives... of course. Incants are correct to do. Happy to do them. Yeah. We're gonna get bombed out, though. This is a double barrel. Yeah, I have to Frenzied Swarm this, which is maybe not ideal, but it's okay. We hit them with the Fracture upstairs. I'm gonna Frenzied Swarm this to save the Explosive and Soul Guard. Fortunately, all that damage goes into the boss because Mollusk Mage clears the bomb, which is nice. Bounding Echoes. I need to kill Mr. 9x2 upstairs, and I don't think there's really a decision about this. So we're going to do it. It also allows this Carver to plug in some numbers. He has 1 health left, which is nice. Basically, it's the bombs that I'm most concerned about here, unsurprisingly. Let's deal with the haste. I don't want them overflowing here. But I do need to be incanting upstairs, pretty much. Without the other Echo Infusion, we're looking rough. Hold. Wow. This actually is a surprisingly good amount of Frostbite into this floor, right? That's 56 Frostbite onto Daedalus. We actually managed to pull it off. Unbelievably. Now, I think we let this ride, as much as I'm unhappy about it, or he dies either way. I was going to reap him, but he passes away either way. 5-1-1. I could take a... I mean, there's no reason to take this damage to the Pyre. We're already winning this combat, so just let it ride. Okay. It's unfortunate, but it's fine. We're okay. I can just pump HP elsewhere and we'll chill. Yeah, we just incant here and make these numbers bigger. And we have enough stats that I'm not really worried about it. Yeah, it's fine. There's no reason to take that damage that I was considering taking there. So he's got 50 Frostbite. He has passed away. He just does not know it yet. Okay, great. Harness the Titan is a fully dead card here. Nothing can use magic power. Again, one of the quintessential counter synergies of Stygian in the base game. Wurmkin Spike is probably pretty good. We should grab that. It's a good spend on Ember any I have, so we'll take it. Gorgon. I mean, I love Gorgon. 3rd hit is always nice, and I can actually effectively use it. Is that multi-strike better than Carver, though? I actually don't think it is. 4 hits is plenty. I'm going to take the Shark. Believe it or not, I'm going to take the Shark. You could... I mean, we have so many good setups here, but the Shark is going to be better. Card draw is important here, I think. I will need space eventually, but not yet. Not yet. We go right? Removal dupe, I think. Removals are beneficial, and then the dupe is fine. I don't need, I mean, okay, endless would be excellent here. This is 75, 85 gold, which does get me to enough that I could re-roll for an endless. I'm actually going to look for it, right? I don't mind my units that much because of the Forever Flame. Yeah, crazy. All right. Money, Wurmkin banner. We sell this, which gets us just enough cash. Go ahead and do the Carver Infusion here. This is actually very important for us. Yes, please. 15 health. I think, by the way, the Gorgon is a stronger line into 100 shards. If anyone's keeping track. At one, I have nothing that takes magic power. That's a problem, by the way. I need to draft something that does that. That's important to keep in mind. Gold Channel 2 is fine. Yeah, so we're looking for endless here. I'll take a plus. I need to be able to re-roll into the Titan Sentry, so we skip the plus 25. Okay. Well, we didn't hit, but I did hit a large stone, and I'm going to put that down. Fine. Yes. Better than the Heartstone here. I'm okay with it. I do need to take as much of these shards as I can. So I think we're going to -2 the Frenzied Swarm and plan on maybe double stacking this or something. Going to this steel shop coming up. I need a -2 something here, and it's not a lot of great options. I'd like to put the Frenzied Swarm in a way that I'm not worried about it, right? I could remove a bunch of foregone powers. I'm going to... I think the -2 can go here. Alternatively, it was going to be the Wurmkin Spike, which is pretty... I'm going to put it in the Wurmkin Spike, actually. This guarantees if I off-floor that's fine. I have to take something that gives me magic power, because, of course, I have nothing in my base deck that can. So this... Fortunately, I have so many temples coming up that I can avoid this and not worry about it too much. Armor Emblem should be okay here. I'm strong right now. I have the Carver online. Yes. I'm going to accept the missing incant here to get some purple down and be okay with that. Purple, purple, purple. Let's just blast bottom floor here. Get that kill on the back. Good. Cool. I should... Bounding Echoes upstairs. We'll play the Echo Infusion out. Titan Sentry downstairs. Steward middle. Fracture in the back. Steward bottom. Okay, we get the Collector, which is good. We're going to clear this top guy. He's not very threatening right now. Our goal is actually to get the Mollusk Mage shot upstairs and then just play purples. Good. Yeah, this is fine. We scale faster than it scales. I'm okay with that. I am taking damage on top from this guy, right? We can save some of it at least. I don't need that much Frostbite, and I will put him in. Put him in, champ, I think. Bottom floor looking a little scary here. Draw cards. Okay, we do hit the Echo Infusion, which is excellent. Let's put some damage into bottom floor here. I want to stop this Marksman. That's important. I'm just going to... I don't want to play out the Unnamed Tome. We should keep incanting, though. I think it is critical to do it. Alright, good job, Shark. You did your best. Doing our absolute best here. Alright, we clear middle, which is good. I take 5, and that'll just have to be okay. It certainly could be worse. Wow, hitting the Unnamed Tome on the good turn is nice. I'll do that for sure. So I can play out the other Trained Steward for free. We get the Inspire and the Incant upstairs. We're looking okay. Give me health upstairs. We reap down bottom. And what? Doesn't actually clear it, but it's kind of whatever. I guess I could have cleared some other ones. It's fine, actually. I don't mind, because it does mean I get a ton of what is it? I get a ton of the Frostbite coming in, right? Just so much damage here. That works out. Yes, okay, 5 damage taken in exchange for the money is not a problem. Guardian Stone, no. Frenzied Swarm, no. We already have one that's kind of already weird. Return Soul is purple and great, and we're going to click it, and that's that. I go right, because Endless, I think, is a very big pickup, and removals are nice. Large Stone, Heartstone, spin this. No Endless. If I don't hit it, it's okay. I didn't take anything that gives me magic power. Yeah, let's make sure I do that. Anyway, here I am clicking Echo Infusion with Spell Chain again. That's pretty excellent. I'm a big fan of that. Intrinsic here is good to put into Abounding Echoes when I have the... what's it called? Where is it? Lost Luggage? Do I have to do infusion shenanigans? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Probably buy a removal here. I am cutting a couple units right now because they slow me down. Although I'd also like to get rid of foregone powers. I guess I don't love the units, but they also are so easy to play out. Let's dump a couple foregone powers, actually. Surprisingly, I think they're worse. Take the caverns here. Monster Rail Spike, sure, we'll use that to kill the Train Steward. I'm fine with that. Yeah, 3 removals on this side is good. Nice and strong. You could buy removals here. Where am I going? What's happening? Hellvent. It was unfortunate because this is the Hellvent that I wanted to do self-infuse with, but I guess we go Magic Shop removals here, cut some more. I'm probably going Steel Shop on 7, last chance to hit the Endless. It's nice because I'd like to have him taking hits off floor to save Soul Guard health, because Soul Guard is not going to have enough durability to survive otherwise. And we're just going to have to accept that he passes away if I can't keep the shark alive. So I'd like to... I can still have the opportunity to self-infuse him on Ring 8. At worst, I keep a Train Steward and put it in. So I think we can get away with it. 105 shards here. Assuming I take something with magic power, it's what, 75 just from the temples without any infusions? I can get the last ones by duping something. Yes, this does mean I have to go left and dupe the Siren now if I'm going to self-infuse the shark. Ever. True. Well, there's also the world where, I mean, you could throw away Soul Guard, but I don't think that's right, especially if I miss the Endless here. All right, we'll probably go left next. I'm going to dupe the Siren. We're probably going to Siren into L, I guess it is. We'll move on from... There's nothing fancy to do here other than maybe buy a removal, actually, because I'm going to a dupe coming up. Buy 2 removals, in fact. I'm going to leave 1 Train Steward in here. But I do think cutting 2 is worthwhile. They're easy to play, but they're not incants at all, and your first draw through is really important. So I'm okay with how that panned out. Seal of Aggression. This is scary. I think we're okay to take it, though, amazingly, because of all the Frostbite. True. Pretty good turn 1. We are going... I mean, we actually send this bottom floor with Wurmkin Spike, so the angle is Titan Sentry goes middle for sure. This helps with Collector. I will... You play the Siren first, then you Bounding Echoes, so that the Soul Guard is an Inspire trigger, which is cool. Then we can drop in the Mollusk Mage here, which I'm okay with. He just kind of chills. We'll burn the other Bounding Echoes here. I'm going to go downstairs now. We load up the back floor. You drop the Wurmkin Spike here. And then we come upstairs and Foregone Power one more time for the Inspire and the Incant. Cool. Our goal now is Echo Infusions spam, pretty much. We should blast mid-floor, I believe. guy just passes away downstairs. Reaping in the back down bottom is good. Let's kill that guy. It's worth it. He scares me. Let's kill that guy. He has 45 damage. All right, we got to respect the 45 damage. All right, our goal here now is to the best of our ability, keep our man alive. I 100% could just save this 30 health and be okay here. 120 is enough to kill him, so we'll take it. Okay, it's good by me. All right, where are we at? Echo Infusion. Let's go. Play the cards. Drop the Train Steward. I am going to just return Soul, the Offering Token. Drop the Unnamed Tome here. I could save some health into Shark Friend, but these things are gonna pass away next floor, so at this point, seriously, just incant. It's good to do it. Yeah. Just incant. Spicy. I didn't actually think about this. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I mean, I'm a little concerned that we're not punching through here, but wow, mid-floor looks very bad, actually. 12-12, the Frostbite does not do a lot of work here. This has 114 up front and a back, so I can actually save this with a Frenzied Swarm and get away with it. Good. I'll take the health. It didn't work out the way I wanted, but okay. Top floor, we're probably going to just let a lot of this damage go through, is what I'm going to tell you. I'm actually a little concerned about playing the... I guess the Echo Infusion is free. It's actually free here. It doesn't change anything other than give an incant. We Inspire. I take the 64 on the face here, and it'll have to be fine. It's like 160 Frostbite there, so I'm okay with it. We just load up our guy. We have 100 and something armor in the back. It's fine. And at this point, you just use the Mollusk Mage as a vessel for Reap, just so I can play the spells. And this is free, yeah. Okay, great work, in fact. Cool, I'm okay with how this turned out. It's a lot of damage. This will look better when I have another Siren on the floor. We get a Millstone? I guess it does something, sure. Why not? Ice Storm, 100% snap click. I need something with magic power, that is it. Echoes of the Past is a good way to spend my echoes. I guess I have the Echo Infusion, but truly it's purple, so it's not really costing me that much. It's too bad it's not itself purple. You could force Contamination here. That's also a serious consideration. This is very strong because early on... Actually, I think it's forced Contamination here. Really, this is going to result in more savings. Yeah, okay, fine. I have to go left. I need the double dupes coming up, and there's only 2 dupes remaining in the run. So we go left. It's not my personal preference here. Infused Mallet or Boon of the Blacksmith? It's going to be Boon of the Blacksmith because Infused Mallet is garbage. Straight up. Second Spell Chain? Spell Chain the Return Soul for real maximum silliness, I think. Intrinsic. Huh, interesting. Anyway, we're duping a Siren here. This is happening. This puts it online for both. While it's theoretically possible to... Huh. We could hit a... What is it, an upgrade on the Caverns here? Do you dupe the shark blindly? No, I don't think we dupe the shark here, but I want to... You could hold off on the Siren dupe for Ring 8, and then maybe see this Caverns here, because I'm always going to the Steel Shop, because there might be an Endless, okay? That's the deal. And that would help a lot. It's not necessary. It would help a lot. So, we look here. And then that could mean that I dupe whatever this is, maybe Sunderstone in the best of cases. Strong. I mean, that's very strong, okay? Straight up. Nothing, no one can say anything about that. But that does mean that I've locked in the shark dupe already, even if I do miss the Endless. 2 sharks when I have no Endless, probably not getting infused, probably not that great. Okay. Alternatively, I dupe Siren now, and then I maybe miss a dupe on a Caverns event, fine. And then on ring 8, what you do is if I miss the Endless, I still go for the dupe and I just dupe something else, and this improves my deck better than the other way around. So this is Siren dupe here, no matter what. Cool. Good. I go in here, I have to take a bunch of stuff. The spell chain here almost certainly is Return Soul. This lets you burn a lot of cards very fast, which I like. I like that quite a bit. The alternative is Other Echo Infusion, which I don't think is that great. Maybe I can connect Abounding Echoes with it, but, well, if I can do that, this is actually much stronger, in my opinion. Okay, I'm going to do that. I have double Bounding Echoes. One does have an intrinsic, so, in fact, I could actually force this into my hand. Ooh, I like that a lot. This is a really good turn 1. Okay, yeah, actually we got it. Hold off on this infusion, we do not need it. And I have plenty of other opportunities if I feel like going that route. Okay. I think we're doing alright here. We should blast Fel. I'm not really that concerned about her. I think, as weird as this is going to be, it's Shark downstairs and I might throw away Soul Guard here. I think Second Siren is just objectively stronger in kind of a crazy way. So here's Sentry, here's Soul Guard, and they're just getting yote, I believe. Cool. We're gonna go, what's better, an Incant or an Inspire? Probably an Inspire here. I don't know, it's hard to say. I think you could, I think we're just gonna go for the Incants and let this ride and not think about it too hard. Yeah, now that we have both of them down, though, now you play the Bounding Echoes. Now we play Mollusk Mage in front, just to get rid of the goon. I guess we could leave him on the floor and heal him. I was putting this down because I was expecting him to pass away, but there's a part of me that goes, hey, well, you know, I could just leave him on the floor. There's no reason not to, right? Alright, champ, here you go, bud. Here's some health. I think we just Siren the top floor to Oblivion, and we hope that the bottom floor is enough to kill everything. Seems good to me. I do get a Ice Storm downstairs. I'm probably dropping this Wurmkin spike here. That's almost certainly happening. I am going to Return Soul back the Ice Storm here because it's fairly weak. And then we come downstairs and we drop the Wurmkin spike on this floor and we put some foregone power into it. It's good because having some echoes on this floor means that 12 Reap does something on the Fel, which is cool. I'm good with that, yeah. I can't really use a lot of this, so let's just Incant upstairs. Bottom floor is not too bad. I will actually drop the Unnamed Tome here, I think. Prevents this guy from scaling. I'm going to play out the Penance, get some units shot on middle, and then Reap the boss, and that's okay with me. It's enough Frostbite on bottom to kill the backlines, which is really the only thing that I care about here. We get Echo Infusion up top. Excellent news. You Reap the boss. It's good. We're going to go for foregone power hits. I just need to Incant, really. And I do need to drop off a number of those. What are they? I need to remove a whole bunch of stuff here. What's in here? My Echo Infusion only. Not ideal. I think we could force contamination here and do a big chunk to the boss, though, which I quite appreciate. And then you Return Soul the force contamination, and we do it again. And then we play the Penance and the foregone power. Yeah, this puts like 1,000 damage into the boss, which, as it turns out, is pretty good. Soul Guard should have enough health to push this last wave to death. Yeah, alright, cool. We get a lot of value out of playing these Echo Infusions, so I am just going to click them. Otherwise, we just incant here, and it chills. It's like, oh no, I took damage, but it's fine. And then we had just enough oomph from Soul Guard to push through all of the curses. I'm gonna drop the offering. The ultimate penance is the word I'm looking for, because I forced the redraw. I might see it again at some point, and I don't really care. It's fine. We're just looking to inspire for Relentless. It's a lot of armor we're gaining. We're having a good situation on health. I feel like we're fine. Right? I feel like we're doing okay. We have enough stats on the floor that I'm not too terribly concerned about it. I'm going to drop a fracture here. I might redraw good stuff. Yeah, fine. With how much damage has been done to the boss already, I have little concern about everything. We're also... Our Inspire situation is very strong right now. Our Inspire and Incant, these are overlapping in a very healthy way, which is good. Cool, yeah, she gets one round and then proceeds to pass away. Let's not take the penance damage, there's no reason to. I'm just going to go ahead and burn the Echo Infusion now for no real reason other than the Inspire triggers are nice. And we cruise, right? One round and then blast. That's a lot of damage. We're doing like 600 each, so 1,200 on the floor. It's pretty good. Ancient Synergy is excellent. I'm going to click it. I have enough spells? Yeah, sure. I have to take the space. This lets me overlap my Soul Guard onto my Siren Floor in a big way. We're going to go left because if all I have to do is hit the Endless, and this cleans up a lot. Large Stone. Yo, Endless, he's here. All right, we're on. That's excellent. Cavern time. Build a card. What do you got? Heal? Heal is actually nuts here because Soul Guard is going to get punched. Heal Ascend? Wait a second. I could build a bigger floor. No. I think we let this live. Heal card draw. Pretty solid. Money is a possibility, but there's only one combat left. I think having card draw on your heal is really strong. I'm going to grab that. That's health for Soul Guard. We take these. Then we go Cold Channel 3, and this pops off to the best of our ability. I have to take stuff. -2 into Ancient Synergy. Yes, please. Purge. I'm going to purge... Frenzied Swarm? Maybe? No, I think it's more useful than Foregone Power is. We'll just dumpster a Foregone Power here, and that will be okay. Cool. We have the Self-Infuse coming up, which means I'm guaranteed on the next floor to get all of my shards, so we're chilling. Move on. Cool. We hit, and we're feeling strong about this. Ancient Hate does not frighten me. I can take this money. We just put Shark, what, middle? Good turn one. Yeah, guaranteeing the connect on Bounding Echoes and this other Echo Infusion is pretty big. You put Shark middle because it guarantees Collector in a big way, and I'm good with that. Cool, yeah, alright. Let's drop the Siren. Let's Bounding Echoes first. I'm going to draw a card first. I'm actually going to play Soul Guard and then draw a card here. This could be other Siren. It's not. Okay. I wanted to get her down very quickly if it was, but it was not. I'm going to save this other Bounding Echoes for the record. We're also going to save Mr. Unnamed Tome here, which I'm okay with. Just play it on a different floor whenever. If I discard it, it doesn't really matter. Drops weaker Siren and back. Mid-floor looking pretty good. I guess I could kill a guy and get some Frostbite down, and that's okay with me. Doesn't really do much. That's just Incant, right? Yeah, it's just Incant. I actually think the Wurmkin Spike does some serious work on this floor because we're not scaled very well right now. I'm going to click that. Yeah, I think that was correct. Even if I didn't really need it, it clears the front guy. It guarantees I'm pushing all of these numbers through on what is it? This boss, this Gilded Wings loser. If we just go Ice Storm here, and then we just return Soul the Ice Storm because the card is dead to me, basically. And we cruise here. Yeah, we cruise. I don't need to do any of that incanting, or rather that melee weakness business. So, Shark is back. It's good. I get the Echo Infusion down. Excellent. I can heal Soul Guard and draw a card. The rest of this is kind of just chilling. Fine. Alright, it's a lot of incoming damage, but we'll be able to hold them off. This is something we'll have to contend with over the course of this run, though, is how much damage can we really sustain here? Fortunately, we have a lot of healing, or rather, raw health into our guy, which is very helpful. But the other important thing is actually Shark doing some damage here. Ooh, not looking good for my guy. Let's Offering Token past this Frenzied Swarm and do our best here. How's mid-floor looking? Oh gosh, I have to Unnamed Tome that floor in order to have any hope of not losing my floor. Yeah, actually. We changed our tune. I ended up Unnamed Toming early. It's fine. I think we beat the boss. I'm not worried about him. Elevator Shark. Good. I get the heal. Honestly, that heal kind of clutched here. Old Magic, I burn it again. That's a lot of health that we just picked back up. And I'm okay with that. I don't see how this doesn't beat the boss. I just Elevator the Frostbite and we chill. I actually think we can just let him ride, right? Don't have to bother with the Shark again. We let it chill. Is it worth playing the Reap here, even? I don't think it is. Just don't let the Shark, don't sit on the Shark, just let it go. And we chill here, and I think we easy win. Yeah, okay, cool. The numbers get very good at this point, which is nice. Unfortunately, Soul Guard with his 5 damage steals the melee weakness, which is kind of a bummer, but whatever. He does 20. That's depressing a little. That's one of the downsides, I suppose, of War and Grindstone, but it's fine. It could have been worse. Drain. It's not bad. It's purple and pretty reasonable to pick up, I think. It does prevent some of the AoE damage. We'll grab it. I don't think there's any counter synergy there. Eternal Kinstone is okay. Unearthed Remains is probably better. I don't think it's that good, though. We'll just skip both of these, actually. I don't think these actually do anything particularly impactful. I'd rather redraw other stuff, like Drain. I don't really have that many cards I want to draw, I suppose. None of these are that impactful, though. I'm just going to skip them. I don't need the purples that badly. This is not like a Decayer run or something. So, anyway, the first action, do the thing you need to do. Dupe, Shark. Self-infuse, Shark. Yes, this is very important for the run. Excellent. The plus 30 here goes into Ice Storm, of course. And we purge a Foregone Power, I believe. Yes. Good. 220 shards, we got it. Notice Stone, it's not bad. Guild Marker, no. You don't purchase this here unless you have over, like, you have to have 1,000 money left over after the Guild Marker for this to actually pay out. We get removals here. I think Frenzied Swarm still provides enough value that I don't want to burn it here. I could get rid of Train Stewards. They're kind of slow. -1s are good. We'll take them. It's worthwhile. This is a Remove Consume. I mean, Remove Consume on the Wurmkin spike could be sick here. I should take that. That's pretty decent. Let's, before we spend our money in any meaningful way, let's re-roll this Trinket Shop. I don't think Notice Stone is strong enough for me to care. Sigiled Seaweed is probably it. Let me just be clear. I think Sigiled Seaweed is nuts. Base charge is fine, but I don't think it's that important with the intrinsic there. Okay. I'm going to remove Consume the Wurmkin Spike, because I actually think this is pretty strong. This is a really good card with the -2 baked in. -1s are valuable. -1 Old Magic is a card I want to play every single time I see it, but also Ancient Synergy is good here too. Let's put this one in Ancient Synergy. The next one's probably Ice Storm, right? I'll put a +10 in Old Magic. More health is good. Permafrost is fine. We can therefore Permafrost. We could sit on Abounding Echoes until we can connect it with some key cards if we would like. That's an interesting option. This -1 goes in Ice Storm. Just click this card every single time you see it. It's good. We like it. 20 Consume, I don't have a great target for. I think we do buy the Permafrost, but I think we're going to buy some removals first. We could cut units, but this doesn't really improve the deck in any meaningful way. 1 Foregone Power is not that bad. I'm not going to be holding over... What is it? It doesn't... 1 Foregone Power doesn't compete enough with Drain here, or Frenzied Swarm. I could really thin my deck out. But I actually like having some of these fractures and things. These are going to be useful cards. So I think we actually do cut to improve our initial draws. We drop Train Steward here. I go back here. I think we cut both Mollusk Mages now. And we chill on that. Because think about it. I don't want these in my opening hand literally ever. So that's okay. We do get the Permafrost or another removal. I think the Permafrost is more valuable if I can connect a purple to important cards. So we're always playing the intrinsic Bounding Echoes out of the gate on that big hand. Let's Permafrost the other one. And I think that chills. And I think we now have the tools to win 220 out of 100. Yeah, we've got space on the floor. I can configure everything I want. Chased. I think Chased is going to get wrecked. I'm not worried about Chased. Sigiled Seaweed, maybe it just hits 1 Pyre Wings, and we're pleased with it, and that's just going to be the run. This is a really good turn 1, huh? Dang, that's great. Let's play Shark Middle. Good. We didn't get a single Siren. That's funny. That's okay, I don't actually care that much. The Incant is definitely more valuable here. We will put down Soul Guard. I'm going to play the Bounding Echoes that I have. Very good. It connects the Echo Infusion. Very good. I Reap downstairs a little, I guess. I think the Old Magic is a good thing to play, even if it doesn't do much for me. Simply because it's an incant that gives me another +1 draw next turn. Reap something downstairs. Wurmkin Spike the boss because... reasons. We sit on Unnamed Tome. This Unnamed Tome 100% goes into like an Ember Wings or whatever. Okay, well he got silenced already, so not really that concerned about it. Top floor. Blast this goon. I like that. I would like to stop some of this damage coming in upstairs. Let's return soul and burn a fracture here. It's what, 3 by 2 is 6. It's not a lot. I could save Shark's life here, which is not a bad idea. But pushing numbers into the boss here seems better. Yeah, let's drain on middle because it does actually swing this in an appreciable way. The Shark lives, which is, you know, not exactly ideal, but it's fine. Lives with 1 health. At least this means he's not immediately getting wrecked here. He does, actually. Well, I don't know how to feel about that. A little concerned. Poor Soul Guard is going to eat dirt now. Well, I can fracture the back and play the Foregone Power there to guarantee the floor, which I will do. And then upstairs, with the melee weakness with Soul Guard hitting for 5 is enough. We sit on Mr. Foregone Power. This will have to do, yeah. This at least kills one of the scary guys, which I think matters. pretty decent turn. Titan Sentry drops. It's great. Give my man some health. Give the man some health. Is this the best connect here? The best remaining connect because I hit the Ice Storm. So let's drop the Bounding Echoes and go. Cool. We at least saved the guy's life, which I'm good with. It is the best I could hope for. Here's my Silence. This Pyre Wing's coming up. Fine. We're going to burn the expensive Fracture here. And just do damage. Fine. Good. I'm okay with it. Shark at least does enough damage to kill that 25/2 back there. Excellent work. Health, please. If I can keep Soul Guard alive, we have done it. Silence this floor. It's critical. Right. Now, I think the Drain upstairs is the most useful. And then we're going to Wurmkin Spike middle just to put some numbers on the floor and we sit. Okay. Fine. It's enough. He comes back upstairs. Did we get a silence down there? We did. Lunatic. I have to Shark middle in order to kill this Light Wings. We hit enough health here to keep Soul Guard among the living, which is, you know, sometimes the best you can hope for. Push some numbers through. Fine. It's enough Frostbite. He's got 150. Sadly, he's going to clear it all because hashtag chased, but it's fine. We get the health here. Good. I get a really good old magic swing. Great. Offering token. I just redraw the old magic, which is awesome. Great. We blast the floor, I think. There's really not much else I want to do here. Of course, contamination is not that useful. Could just play it. I'm going to play it just for the incant, though. At that point, it's fine. Okay. Alright. Shark, you're living on mid-floor, and you're frankly critical to this run at this point. It's great. I'm going to just play a whole bunch of healing. Health. My guy's got, like, how much health you got? 220? It's a good thing I have so much in the way of... What's it called? It's a good thing I have so much in the way of healing. I actually think this old magic has been critical. Work on bottom floor. I want to do this because it maybe gets the Titan Sentry to last long enough. I don't think with only 25 health he doesn't get enough Frostbite to kill this Light Wings, and I don't want to walking upstairs. So I think we incant now and we chill. I think that's enough Frostbite to get the floor out, so we're okay. Yeah. He gets at least some Frostbite here. Yeah, we're fine. Good. Great news. Echo Infusion is important. We're just going to keep clicking it. Ice Storm, just blow the floor up. There's really no reason not to. The incants are worthwhile. You may as well drain the boss. It's fine. I'm going to drop in this Wurmkin Spike on him too. Seems good. Cool. Great. Thank you, Shark. Very cool. We redraw on the turn and we have enough to live. Great. Good job. We did it. Cool. This could have been a lot worse, but it also could have been a lot better. Frenzied Swarm here is good. Save some health. I'm fine with it. It's a lot of Frostbite. He's eating 670. He dies in Relentless for sure. If you can get Cold Channel to Relentless, you win. Too bad no blank pages. I would have taken that. Or the armor. But that's okay. I think our run has the pieces without having to do anything too fancy here. So. Okay. Shark can live on middle now. Or bottom, rather. He chills. He lands. Play the Bounding Echoes. Good. Drop. Soul Guard. Reminder, we have to play these drains enough times to hopefully prevent us from immediately passing away. I will happily Offering Token first. Get rid of Force Contamination. Our goal here was essentially to figure out how much... What were we... If we saw a Siren there or not. How much can we take? Just kill a guy downstairs. That's worth more than anything else here, I think. Actually, I have such good damage spells. Let's just blast the bottom floor entirely. I don't see any reason not to. That's good. Sure. Orgon Power. I'm going to save the Bounding Echoes for a good turn 2, maybe? Or turn 3, possibly? It's a pretty good Bounding Echoes. It connects with the Wurmkin spike. We did already hit... Doesn't hold the old magic is the only thing missing. We already hit the... What's it called? The other Echo Infusion and the Offering Token. So... The Incant for armor is probably more useful. We're just going to load this floor up, right? 100%. 25 damage is good. 25 health. Look at this. I mean, the guy's doing 19, right? This is why you have to put health into your guy. I'm going to be playing Echo Infusions in the back early, I think. There's not much way around that. I think the correct play is to play the Sirens first, and go for Incant Armor. And because you get the Incant Armor and the Inspire Armor, yeah, we play the Sirens first. Both of them drop. Good. I will Bounding Echoes here. That's good armor. I'm going to toss some of my Echo Infusions in the back here because sweep damage is a relevant concern. I'm going to fracture this floor. I'm actually just gonna... I think we Wurmkin spike downstairs. It's enough to push things over the edge. We sit here. It's gonna have to be enough. Once I hit the drain, I'll feel a little bit better. Decent silence downstairs. It's not ideal silence, but it is decent. Okay, I need to keep Soulguard alive now. I must play Drain without no considerations for anything else. It must be played. I'm going to burn a Fracture here. It's worthwhile to get it out. It's also a double Inspire trigger. Great news. We're ahead on armor, which is nice. I'm holding the Unnamed Tome, by the way, in case I get chains. I think it's worth it to do that. We did not get chains. Okay, which means Shark lives on middle floor now. I guess bottom floor he could Elevator a little. I'll put him middle. I think he passes away or pretty close to it. Let's get some armor on this floor. I'm not worried about the... There's enough Frostbite coming in. It's not a big deal. I'm not concerned about, oh no, he's incanting for armor. Play every single Fracture here. It's just good to do it. Okay. Our sap density is not great, but it'll have to be enough. We get heals. That's great news. Play this old magic for sure. It's a really good card to just drop in. Health in front is important here as well. I pretty much have to incant constantly up here. There's just no chance for anything else. The Fracture is the burn here. Just get rid of it. Hold on to the Unnamed Tome for the time being. It'll have to do. Okay, boss coming up. Bottom floor got hecka silenced, but I do need to clear these marksmen, so we're living on middle floor. I get heal, I get heal. I get a very good ancient synergy here, happy to have it. That pushes numbers, which I like. I'm gonna Offering Token here, we get the Ice Storm, that's pretty sick, which I will play. Man, we barely managed to push that, huh? Dang. We're getting at least ahead a little on armor here, but not a ton. We're never gonna get ahead on sap. Unfortunately, it's just to tide me over. Yeah. I just need to get Soulguard or Relentless and we'll make it work. Okay, well I am going to extinguish to get rid of the... We silenced middle already thanks to the power of Sigiled Seaweed. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Unnamed Tome on bottom here just to play it. I don't want that extinguish trigger there. Let's go ahead and keep health going here. We must drain the boss. I think it is utterly critical to do so. We'll put a bunch of... I don't actually connect that much damage through, huh? No, I guess that's all Frostbite. Crazy. Yeah, we don't actually hit the boss on that turn, which is funny to think about, but true. Okay. We need to keep Soulguard among the living. So I think we can push numbers here, but I actually think this is our Frenzied Swarm turn. Play it middle. It's important. I want to kill that Wilt Wings. Go for the health here. good. This is a good Frenzied Swarm turn, I'm pretty sure. We're happy to take it. Yeah, I lose some Frostbite, but it saves a lot of health in a meaningful way. And there's at least some Frostbite there, so it's not that big of a deal. Silence is clutch. Old Magic in front. Yes, please. Health is your friend. That's a lot of sweep damage. Good grief. I think we need to start. I have one wave remaining. Let's put all of our health in our back line to buy turns for Relentless. I think this is relevant. The Inspires and the Echoes are just super important to play. It's good. Click the cards. Fine. We push through. There's no Extinguish trigger there. Shark does a lot of work on our Relentless floor. We're winning. We win. We just needed enough health to not immediately pass away. And we can do even better here. Doesn't take too much. You play the Drain first, then we return Soul the Drain here. It's actually a very good play for us. Yeah. It's actually a very good play. It keeps Soulguard alive. The thing that this really does is it means that these enemies that attack generate 700 Frostbite, and he does have to deal with that in Relentless, so we're good. Managed to do this in an hour. Feels like a good run, honestly. I'm a bit surprised. Yeah, I think the big takeaway, though, I'll mention it in the run summary, but genuinely speaking, Hef's Constellation is really strong, as it turns out. I do think Shark ended up being very important. I'm glad we grabbed him and invested in him. Let's go to the run summary. He's such a good unit. Even if you miss this Endless, he's still excellent. You just throw him down, he clears a few waves. It looks a lot worse into the later combat area because of that multi-strike wave is very scary. But we do have tools in here to handle it. You know, things like the Ice Storm, the Ancient Synergy can help. I would just have to play them off floor. It would be a tighter floor, for sure. I think Shark helped a ton. Excellent being able to do this. The self-infused Titan Sentry clearing waves, setting up heavies for destruction. We get Soulguard into Relentless, which makes it a GG. I mean, as long as I have enough turns, it's just 700 Frostbite constantly, so pretty strong. The Nameless Sirens are excellent. I'm glad I was able to do this. I think this is a great example of a run that has to be different at 200 shards than 100 shards. At 100 shards, I think it's very easy to play this with, what is it? You play this with the Eel Gorgon infusion because of Forever Flame, which still makes it cost 0. And then you simply put an Incan Armor 2 and you slam 3 of these behind Soulguard with double draw. Right? And then they're 1 space instead of 2, and it's nuts, right? It goes crazy. And you can get away with that because the boss is doing, 10 damage on sweep. But when it's doing 19, you can't be eating that. I need to have the double defensive scaling. I need to start with 25 health. There's just no way around it, so... this ended up playing out very smartly. I'm glad we did it this way. I think this is a good run to demonstrate how much better I've gotten at this series in particular, which is rare. I don't think there's usually a lot of runs that demonstrate that as effectively as this one. So I think we've answered the mail as far as figuring out this meta. Now, it's still a harder meta, so I'm going to lose at it eventually, inevitably, but regardless, I'm glad to have seen some kind of improvement. I think we made good decisions here, so... yeah, good stuff. Otherwise, I think big shout-outs to Bounding Echoes. Also, Echo Infusion Cold Channel. Is it good? Yes, it is. So, all right, great. I will let you go there then. So, hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like or a dislike if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.